What's up, guys? Welcome to the Witchland. I'm your host, Adam MD GED. Tonight we're going to talk about paranormal shit. That's right. So grab your fucking popcorn and your sushi rolls, soak them in some malt vinegar, and pickle your ginger. Because we're about to take a stroll down the amnesia lane. Welcome to the Witchland. I'm your host, Adam MD GED. Tonight, we're going to do a little something different. I'm going to read an excerpt out of a horror novel that I wrote in New York City in 2011 about three kids that move into a haunted house in Denver that are on a shitload of acid. Maybe you've heard of this kind of mentality where motherfuckers are so evil or so fucked up they'll go against the house itself and they don't really give a fuck. That can cause some disruptances in nature. Anyway, I ended up in the loony bin 3 times in New York and Woodhull and fucking Brooklyn writing this motherfucker, so I hope you fucking enjoy it. Yeah, I was dating some crazy Japanese chick and she was kind of a Nazi, always trying to get me to wash my clothes, and I'm a fucking metalhead, dude. Like, give me a fucking break. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this fucking tonight on this otherwise rainy fucking evening in Old Pig Alley, where the best entertainment comes from. These are my last days here at Pig Alley, so I hope you fucking enjoy this one tonight, man. This is out of the book Gods of Pus, and it's from 2 alchemic chapters that are combined into one. One is a Saturn square, and that is number 1, and that is called Wherever Particular People Congregate. And the second one is the Sun square, and that's 2, and it's called Evil Eye. And I hope you enjoy it. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Krakow Street Realty, with the finest in complimentary realty. Krakow Realty. Brought to you by
This week at Goody Rickles, your friendly neighborhood grocer. White albacore Wheatley's canned tuna, 2 for $3. USDA ground round table steaks, $4.99 per pound. Juicy Juices a lot, your choice of grape, strawberry, and orange, only $3.99 per 12-pack. And this week, buy 2 gallons of milk from Horizon Pastures and get 1 free. Save all this week at Goody Rickles. Goody Rickles, got everything in the world.
I got my fucking old boiled angel hat that Mike Diana himself gave me. This thing was brand new too. Motherfucker. But that and the story you're about to hear, which is 65% true, and I'm wearing my anal cunt shirt, so you get the idea about this time period tonight before I launch into it, And the story is about these kids that move into a haunted house, and the part that I'm gonna share with you isn't even about them or the house. Well, what is it about? It's about these people that came kind of before them, their friends, and it gives you this idea that they were all kind of fucked in the head before these guys get introduced, and they are kind of the original sinners, of the story. And I'll give you an epilogue after we get done, but let's get started, shall we? I'm using fucking pen sticks, big crystals, probably a fucking blue barrel. I don't know if I even have one left. I don't know. I packed up a lot of shit. We're gonna move out of here. I don't know where we're going. Probably back to Los Angeles. I don't know. Shh. Alright, anyway, fucking let's get this fucker started, shall we? One of the last 2 episodes I'm probably gonna fucking do before we get the fuck out of here. Let's go with Gods of Pus. So the story starts like right after these three assholes meet in Boulder at a homeless shelter. Let's begin.
The three of them become quite a terror in the otherwise quaint mountain town inside a month, while 89 morphs into 90, and a new decade of decadence births itself. Walking up Broadway towards the homeless shelter, Snake looks over with a look he's not had at Ajax and says, "You know this land is cursed." "Oh yeah, how's that?" "Chief Naiwat, he cursed this land of shit. He said that anybody that sees the sun set behind the mountains would be cursed." Snake laughs like a supervillain, and as soon as he laughs, he straightens his face and looks Ajax in the eye and says, "Forever!" Ajax, confused, says, "Chief, who what?" And like a wolf on a lamb, Cain bolts between them and jumps on top of a church marquee in front of the daylight and traffic and people walking around stop in their tracks. The marquee says, "Do you have him?" While perched like a gargoyle in front of the First Methodist Boulder Church, Cain scowls at the top of his game. "We don't die, we multiply. Evil eye." Cars beep and people look angry. It's all a blur. Ajax has never seen shit like this, ever. A woman yells, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Cain laughs like a hyena, and the three of them disappear north, on up the road. Later, at our favorite Penny Lane, our trio of jokers are sitting around causing trouble with their lyrical lechery. Cain and Snake decide they want to go score a teener from across the street, and Ajax, not into it, says, "I'm not going anywhere." About 10 minutes later, Cain and Snake come back high as hell. They can see Ajax. He's heading to the bathroom located in the back of the cafe. Cain eyeballs a fat man that he's not seen before. It looks like Ajax accidentally left his wallet on the table, and no one is looking. That is, except for these two. They watch Fatty take the poor Ajax's wallet, and they can see that look on his face like he's getting away with it. Ajax, meanwhile, is taking the best dump ever, and has no idea of the shit transpiring. If Ajax had known what was going to happen next, he probably would have told him to forget it, and that he didn't even have an ID or any money, just $34 in food stamps. Fatso jumps in a car and sits idle for a second. This gives our brainiacs the notion to actually steal a car just a couple cars down from where he's parked. Cain hot wires the 68 Dodge Dart. Snake smiles evilly and says, "Vroom vroom." Right when Fat Ass drives off, so do Cain and Snake. The fat man driving south hits the highway. He is not going to stop anytime soon. And coincidentally, with a full tank of gas, neither will Cain and Snake. About 3.5 hours later, they turn up in shitty Grand Junction, a Mormon brain loss recovery program that disguises itself as a town. In the woods bordering Shitsville, our fat fuck rolls into a shed house. He gets out and steps into an old rickety old shack. He pulls out a wallet that isn't his, and then he looks inside, and then he looks pretty disappointed. There's a gun on the table. He walks into the bedroom for only a minute, and when he returns, there's Snake and Cain holding the man's gun. Cain says, "You fucker! Did you really think you could get away with ripping off our buddy?" To this fat asshole, and he's thrown through a loop. "What the fuck?" whelps Fatty, and Cain plugs him with a couple of cold Luger rounds. Cain pulls out his knapsack, and inside are 2 items. "Now we have a gun," Snake gleefully adds to the fresh scent of death in the air. Cain pulls out a copy of the Necronomicon and a bag of Morning Glory seeds. About a month later, Cain and Snake finally leave the man's house.
His corpse is bloated and rotted. He is starting to stink up the joint really bad. The two jump back in their stolen car and decide to go terrorize the town. Kate disappears into parts unknown. Meanwhile, Snake feels the best thing to do is to steal another car and drive it around naked. He crashes through trash cans and mailboxes singing like a kid at Christmas. The next bright idea is not to only break into one liquor store, but 5 liquor stores. The last act is the piece de resistance, as he actually drives the stolen car into the last liquor store's front window display. Glass cuts his feet open, and he trails blood without pain or care. He can hear the cops coming with a fury, since they've been trying to catch him for the last 4 stores. He sings, "They're coming to take me away, ha-ha, ho-ho, ho-yee-ah, to the funny farm where..." And before he can finish, he notices a new mother and her newborn baby. In a crazed, lunatic sprint, he jolts the lady, ambushes the carriage the infant is being carted in. He takes the toddler and throws it as hard as he can, like a football. Then the pigs roll up in traditional two-leg style, and the baby splats against the concrete. It's quite a horror show while they detain him, and the red and blue siren lights illuminate his face while he smiles like Hannibal Lecter after a good blowjob. The story only gets worse from there. I'm going to save it, but I got to break these down into smaller pieces so I can keep your fucking stoner ass attention span. Hope you like the horror fucking shit. Or you don't see any good horror anymore. I'm not going to be the old man that fucking tells all you young dicks about fucking how there's no fucking good horror. You already know it. And jump shock is not fucking horror. It's fucking weak sauce. Anyway, learn how to write. Anyway, I'm the fucking Witchelani motherfucker. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll do a part 2 later on. I'm gonna do a fucking pedophile fucking revenge fantasy fucking one, Libra, probably tonight too. So let's fucking get her going. Protect the universe, motherfucker.